I believe in the importance of literature, as it teaches essential lessons, comes with an innate sense of adventure, and is dependable above anything else. You see, I wasn't your typical elementary schooler. I would rather spend my time under the willow tree by the first grade classrooms, storing aesthetically pleasing rocks in the dirt, rather than playing foursquare with my more athletically inclined classmates. I was a dreamer beyond all proportions, and I hadn't a care in the world for most of my young life. Well, at least in this world. There was a time when all I would do after school was clean out my lunchbox, put a Pop-Tart in the toaster, and wait for my parents to prepare our dinner. Every day, I would curl up on that same corner of the couch in our living room that I frequented so often, it sagged a bit. I had one of 7 of my favorite books in hand, all quite literally loved to shreds. When I flipped to whatever dog-eared and torn page I was on, suddenly, my slightly dilapidated couch corner disappeared. Everything did. I became lost in the room of requirement, where I was eating lunch next to my fellow Hufflepuffs in the dining hall, or I was hanging out at Hagrid's with my 3 best friends, Harry, Ron, and Hermione. Now, I knew that Harry Potter probably wasn't real, and that I probably wasn't going to get a letter from Hogwarts anytime in the near future. That was going to happen in 6th grade. What I didn't know, though, was that Harry Potter served as an escape mechanism for something I didn't really know that I was trying to depart. My changing everyday life. Well, what I never have felt the need to tell people until now is that around this time, I was dealing with 2 deaths in my family in relatively quick succession, and I was losing my best friend since preschool. This was my first time dealing with losses in all sorts of forms, and the only way I knew how to cope was through escaping to somewhere I could always rely on. Harry would always unmask Professor Quirrell as Voldemort's vessel in the Sorcerer's Stone, and George Weasley would always lose an ear in Deathly Hallows. The books were dependable, structured, routine. Exactly what I was craving at the time, with all the new stresses I was just starting to experience. The characters' thoughts and feelings taught me that death was something that could be coped with, as I learned with Dumbledore, Fred Weasley, and even Snape. The surviving characters moved on, and I realized that so could I. I also learned that people can grow out of each other, and new friendships can be formed in unexpected places, like with the main trio and Hagrid, and also Luna Lovegood. The books provided me with answers that I didn't even know that I was asking, and that was exactly what I needed at the time. I was maturing and learning about the real world within one of fiction without even realizing it, and I was better off for it. What started as a silly fantasy series became part of my existence, something that shaped me into who I still am today. Even though I haven't cracked open one of the books in years, and even though I may have never gotten my letter from Hogwarts in the mail, I have been taught valuable lessons by an irreplaceable series that will last me a lifetime.